Recently, I had the opportunity to travel to Iraq, where I was embedded as a reporter with a dental unit. This segment features one of Loma Linda's alumni, Colonel Terry Schmunk.
I have the honor and the privilege to command the 307th Medical Company out of Vallejo, California. We're part of the 2nd Medical Brigade, U.S. Army Reserve. We have 57 soldiers in our company. We're a field dental unit, so we go out there and make things happen with a minimum of material and equipment, go out as close to the front as we can.
Colonel Terry Schmunk, a graduate of Loma Linda University Schools of Public Health and School of Dentistry, is not your average dentist. For the past 25 years, Colonel Schmunk has been serving both God and country, a long relationship that began when he accepted a mission appointment deep in the heart of Vietnam.
Shortly after we arrived, we set up outreach programs in some of the war-torn villages surrounding Saigon. We visit them now on a monthly basis. Recently, we began a program in the Nha Trang area visiting fishing villages. We rent a boat that takes us out to the villages. Then to get ashore,
the Seventh-day Adventist Church sent Dr. Schmunk to Saigon Adventist Hospital, which had been the United States Army's 3rd field hospital only a year before. The hospital still had an agreement with the United States government to provide medical and dental services to the United States Embassy personnel still left in South Vietnam.
This is Pleiku, 250 miles north of Saigon, the air base that was ripped by Vietnamese communist guerrillas. 8 Americans died in the attack that brought swift retaliation by U.S. and South Vietnamese forces from carriers and land bases. 49 jets.
Today, Colonel Schmunk, along with the medical unit he commands, is stationed in another war zone. This time, it is Iraq. Located in the most hostile parts of northern Iraq, Balad Air Base is home to approximately 25,000 men and women, mostly American. From the air, Balad Air Base looks like a small American city in the middle of a desert. But there are many reminders that this is not a typical American city. This is a military base in a war zone.
Presently, the mission for the 307th is we have the Southern Command Dental Mission. From Baghdad south to the Kuwaiti border, we have the opportunity to serve in 7 different dental clinics. So we're taking care of approximately half the U.S. soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, and support personnel here in theater. I'm very proud of every one of our soldiers. They're dedicated, they're well trained. It's a real honor and a privilege, and I'm humbled to be able to be their commander. Before coming to Iraq, we've had years and months of training, but the most intense training was at 2 months where we trained at Fort McCoy, Wisconsin. In this, we did combatives, we did combat patrols, entry checkpoint, we did patrolling, we did every type of training that we could, and it was very intense. It was like boot camp all over again, and glad to say I made it through it. I was tired, I was weary, I hurt all over, but I'd never been in better shape than when I got done with that training.
Push him up, Romero. Good job. Good.
Grab it right there.
Grab him, hook him in.
Grab his belt.
By the time my soldiers came here, yes, they knew how to be dentists. Yes, they knew how to be dental assistants and dental hygienists. But most of all, they knew how to be soldiers first.
In the midst of this city is Colonel Schmunk's headquarters, an office that is designed for efficiency. On his desk are 2 computers, one for routine work and the other for classified information.
They have changed. Our duty hours are 07 5, Monday through Friday.
As you can imagine, traveling in a war zone is not easy. It is difficult and time-consuming. The most practical way for Colonel Schmunk to visit his clinics is by air, usually by C-5 Galaxy aircraft or Black Hawk helicopter. His travels have taken him north of Al-Assad, the site of Jacob's Well, and to Talil Air Base, located about 180 miles southeast of Baghdad. 10 miles from this is the ancient city of Ur of the Chaldees, the site of Abraham's home.
Where the Tigris and the Euphrates come together, not far from my most southern command post, where I have a dental clinic near the Kuwaiti border, is where the Garden of Eden was. So not only do we have the creation of man and the world here in southern Iraq and the fall of man, but also this whole area, from that area to Mount Ararat in Turkey, which just is over the border from Iraq, is where the great biblical flood took place.
By the time Colonel Schmunk returns home, he will have spent an entire year of his life overseas in one of the most dangerous areas of the world. But this is an experience Colonel Schmunk says he wouldn't trade.
I want to go on record and saying that there's no place I would rather be. I wish I didn't have to be here. But because of the situation here, I'm glad I'm here. And I'm glad I have an opportunity, both as a leader and as a follower, to make a difference here in Iraq.